Both December and January around here are below average, and so far February has been about 5.5 degrees below average in Boston. So when you put that all together, our average temperature for the winter through yesterday, 28.8. That is the coldest to date since 2003 around here. So this continues to be one of the coldest winters we've had in a good 20 years plus around here. So how about a little break? That is coming this week. Over the next 12 hours, not a lot happening on our radar. Some breaks in the clouds as we wrap up President's Day. Really, the next threat is the middle and latter part of this week, as we are going to get into a more unsettled pattern with a couple of rounds of rain and snow that'll carry us into the upcoming weekend. But with more seasonable temperatures, we've barely cracked 40 twice this month. And look at this week, upper 30s to around and just over 40 much of this week. So the cold is backing off. We're not quite getting into this big warmth that is taking over a good portion of the country. We're kind of in between the coldest of the air to the north and the warmest air to the south, and that dividing line is, of course, the jet stream, which is going to set up right on top of us this week. And what does that mean? Well, it means the railroad tracks, basically, for one system coming in on Wednesday, after another system coming in on Friday, and then maybe a third system coming in late in the weekend. We'll have to watch to see if another storm spins up Sunday into Monday, but it is a possibility. So the pattern is active, quite unsettled, but I want you to focus in the meantime on Wednesday and Friday for the next two opportunities for some rain and snow. So just some cloud cover out there right now, a few breaks here and there in the overcast. It is 35 degrees in Boston, and we will sneak up into the upper 30s to near 40 degrees this afternoon. Pretty close to average here for what you'd expect on President's Day. Clouds continue to break for maybe just a little bit more sunshine before it sets, and then they'll start increasing again as we get into the overnight hours. If you look off to the north and west, you can see a little disturbance producing some snow showers over the Great Lakes. This is actually coming in our direction as we get into early in the day tomorrow, but out ahead of it, the wind is going to turn more southwesterly, and that may push our temperatures up a bit tomorrow afternoon. So let me show you hour by hour here. There are your breaks in the clouds late this afternoon before the sun goes down this evening, and then overnight those clouds fill back in. 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, it is pretty cloudy, and there might be a couple of snow showers that pass through during the morning hours tomorrow, and then these would exit at noontime. Nothing more than a patchy dusting of snow out of this. So during the overnight hours with the clouds, we're going to keep it in the 20s tonight for overnight lows, and tomorrow any flurries or snow showers in the morning end, and then a little bit of sun in the afternoon with a southwesterly breeze. That's not so bad. Around just over 40 for a lot of us, mid-30s on Cape Cod with that southwesterly wind. We'll take it. Tomorrow is likely the warmest day of the week, and then we're going to watch a frontal boundary basically drape itself here over New England. The exact position of this front is going to determine who gets snow and who gets rain. To the north of this front, there'll be snow. To the south, it'll be rain. And